Breaking news, Raider Nation. The Baltimore Ravens have backed out of their deal with Maxx Crosby. Let's talk about it.
Wow.
What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to our take. The Raiders have just released this statement here. The Baltimore Ravens have backed out of our trade agreement for Maxx Crosby. We have no further commitment or comment at this time. This is wild. This is something that maybe we all prayed for. I know I did, but did not actually see this happening. Chime in with us. Let us know what you guys are thinking in the chat, because this is wild. It's a little too early to celebrate, because even though, hey, this is a whole new meaning to once a Raider, always a Raider, right?
For sure.
It might be too early to celebrate, but I got my champagne because for now I'm at least happy. What do you guys make of this? This is wild.
I don't think it's on the Raiders. I had a quick chance to kind of look at some of the things on the people are saying on the internet, and I saw a few people like, Raiders. I think somebody in the comments said same old Raider BS. This ain't the Raiders. To me, this is all Baltimore. We all knew that one of the reasons Maxx wanted to leave was the fact that we sat him at the end of the season talking about his knee so that he can just, prepare to get that knee fixed to be ready for the next season.
Push out on that. Unless we see this man saying it or read it somewhere, I'm going to keep continuing to push back on the fact that he wanted out. We have never had got confirmation of that.
It happened. I believe it did. And what I'm saying, though, is that because Trey Hendrickson didn't get picked up yesterday, I believe that the Ravens are now going to sign him and said, wait a minute. Oh, you didn't pass your physical. We're going to back out. They knew about this. They
100%.
knew about his knee. They knew that we sat him because, like I'm saying, this is that lead up to all the rumors, was that he was upset that the Raiders sat him at the end of the season so that he can have his surgery. So as a fan, if we knew about that, you mean to tell me the folks in the Ravens office didn't know about this surgery? So all of a sudden now, this whole trade is going to get blown up because of this physical? That's BS. And I'm calling BS on the Ravens. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it. I agree with you on that point. I don't think this is the Raiders doing whatsoever. I definitely agree with you for whatever reason. It's definitely on the Ravens. I'll take it, though, because I don't think this doesn't mean he's going to be a Raider, right? He can still get traded, and there's a mess of drama going on backstage, I'm sure. But here's the thing. That when you put something out there like that, what are other teams going to think? They're going to think, there's something wrong with the guy.
100%.
But I think they know. I think they know.
They knew.
We knew why he got sad. We all knew. And like I say, they know. It's all about, like, if Trey Hendrickson would have got signed yesterday, we wouldn't be having this. We wouldn't be on right now.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? And here's another one. Here's the good one. Raider Knight said, I call BS. Ravens are salty for us taking Linderbaum, and now they are signing Hendrickson. I think that I think a lot. Like, I think it more with Hendrickson than the Linderbaum signing.
Yeah.
Well, just for fun, if you're playing along with us, we played it all last night, but the drinking game alert is still going to be Maxx in a different way today, though. So if you're playing along with us, you know what to do. And if you haven't already, remember, light that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, and you can also become a member of the show. We're going to let you guys chime in on this. If you want to we want to post the link. If you guys want to come on and play with us.
Link is at the top of the chats, folks. Please use the link, jump on, and tell us how you feel about it.
Yep, for sure. Let's read through some more of these comments here. Jeffrey, Ravens got pissed. We got Linderbaum. I mean, those are just funnies. I don't really think that. I mean, he was a free agent. Anyone could have got him. I don't think that's what had anything to do with it. But yeah, and Linderbaum was not part of the Maxx deal. So we got the Raiders signed Linderbaum as a free agent. So there's no take backsies on this one.
Yep.
He's
been saying it for months we were going after him. So absolutely. It's been my guy for months.
So
that defense just got crazy. On the bright side, I'm just going to throw in there. Let's just say, okay, that uses up all our money now because we have to keep Maxx.
Right. It's $30 million.
Our
so
defense is our defense now is kind of like, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think in the second round,
now it's time to sit down with him and say, look, you've been through some really bad quote unquote rebuilds. I don't want to call what we've done in the past, 3-4 seasons of rebuild. I think it was just patchwork. But this is a true rebuild, and you're seeing what we're doing. You've seen all the money that we spent. Can we make this work now? Can we work things out? Whether it was Spytek that wanted him gone or he wanted to leave, whatever, but they need to sit down and say, look, this is what we got going on. This is what the future looks like. Can we work this out now? Because I agree, Omar. I mean, man, we keep Maxx and that defense is nice. It's real nice.
I like it. I think he fits in well. Carlos Sanchez agrees. Keep him with the new guys we got. It would be a great wrecking crew. Yeah. I agree. Listen, whether you call BS or whatever's happened today, I don't know, but I'm saying having Mad Maxx back,
right,
with the new acquisitions,
right.
Like you said, talked about this yesterday, Arthur. At least we're not getting an unknown. At least we're not getting an unknown at 14 or searching for a replacement. Yep. We know what we have. We place them in with the new players we acquired in free agency, and quite honestly, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, right. And now Spytek can go to Crosby and say, "Hey, we tried." I mean, unless somebody else comes with 2 firsts, 2 1s, that's a winner because we know on Maxx's side, he wants to go to a team that's a winner. On the Raiders side, they want 2 first-round picks. But now here's that conversation, Spytek. Here's that time now to just use this to mend the fence now between whatever went down between Mark Davis, because we know Mark and Maxx had a conversation, they say a couple months back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now it's time to mend that fence. And if anybody got to go, that pay contract, the ink hasn't dried yet. Quiddy pay. Bye, bro. if somebody has to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So.
Sorry, I'm having technical. I was having technical.
Ravens knew he had surgery. There's got to be serious excuses 100%. Out of Baltimore.
Yeah, it's about Hendrickson. Yeah. It's got to be about Hendrickson because they knew. We knew. Well, like I said, that was part of the why. All the rumor mill who talked about why Maxx wanted to leave. That was one of the things. They talked about AP, and then they definitely talked about all the turnover, and they talked about the benching. Right. So why was he benched? So he can have his surgery. So
that's pretty common. I mean, you look at the end of the season with most teams that are either already in the playoffs or have no chance of making them. This is common for players to get sat and start to their recovery ahead of time. So this is not like some one-off that's only happening with Maxx, where he would really need to be disgruntled or anything like that. I mean, why not take more time? Why not take more time to heal and things of that nature? Again, because everything that you're saying, Omar, is really just rumors. I'll keep saying that. Like, I don't want to say things that we don't know for sure.
Yeah. Here's a good one right here. True Raider says, Maxx was like, Raiders making all them moves without me. I like it. They're like, oh, we signed Linderbaum. I'm going back.
I'll say this, though. If I'm Spytek, I'm not answering the phone for the Baltimore Ravens in the future. You know what I mean? If they're calling, asking about this player or that player, my phone doesn't get picked up now, because if that's the way you're going to do and you're going to deal in bad faith like that, then I'm done. So and I'm wondering how other GMs are going to look at it. You know what I mean? Like, is Baltimore, that's the way Baltimore is going to deal, and they're going to kind of deal in bad faith like that? Because like you said, we all know it's there's no secret that he had knee surgery. It's no secret he's been at the facility rehabbing. You knew what you were getting. You knew that it wasn't a big deal.
But also, we don't know that that's why either, right? We didn't. The Ravens didn't say we don't.
They said he didn't pass his physical. They said he didn't pass his physical. That was their excuse. And wait a minute, he just had surgery. This.
Right. He's not going to pass a physical right now.
This wasn't a secret.
Right. Call me in June when he doesn't pass a physical, and then we got something to talk about. But right now, he's not going to pass a physical right now because he's rehabbing. So that's what I'm saying. You're kind of dealing in bad faith, especially if, like you said, Omar, they go out and sign Hendrickson. If all of a sudden Hendrickson gets signed tonight, that they're dealing in bad faith.
And they got good. Their doctors is just as good as our doctors.
Absolutely.
Those doctors can look at the surgery. They can look at the prognosis after the surgery. They know. You know what I mean? There's not really a lot of shooting in the dark when it comes down to some of these sports surgeries. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
They can get an idea of, okay, here's your odds of recovering back to 100%, blah, blah, blah. I call bullshit on the Ravens, dude. I think it's all because
call bullshit and come on home. Call bullshit and come on home. Listen, you can say bullshit or not. I'm happy to have him back. I'm not gonna lie, and everyone can fight with me against this. I'm not. Listen, that's the bullshit I want. That's the kind of bullshit I need in my life.
We want, right? Like, hey, we can get this kind of bullshit all day, right?
All day, all day.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, let's do this. Like I say, I hope with salary cap, whatever, you know what I mean?
We'll be
if
fine.
Anybody's got to go because
I don't see it being an issue at all. I think all the players we signed plus bringing Maxx back will be fine under the cap. I don't see that being an issue at all. So salary cap issues were good. Like I said, it's about mending fences now. As long as he's okay and hey, he's like, yeah, you guys tried. The Ravens screwed us over or whatever. I'm cool. I'm seeing what you guys are doing. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I hope he's fired up.
I hope that happens and they don't shop him around.
And just imagine if now Maxx is pissed and now Maxx is like, fuck everybody.
Right.
It's all Raiders. And, you know what I mean? And just get an extra fire. I mean, the man already he's already fired up every game, every snap. But now you give him some extra, you know what I mean, from this shit happening. I mean, hey.
I think my only kind of let's just say, they come to the table, they work it out. They say, hey, we're going to make this work. The only kind of thing I'm a little concerned about is, okay, are fans going to be willing to accept him back? I certainly am. But that statement he released was a little premature. I know it rubbed people the wrong way and things of that nature. So maybe he has a little little backpedaling to do on that. But other than that, let's see. We'll see where this goes. This is certainly far from over. And there's a lot of unknown, right? Right now there's a lot of speculation and rumors and all that things of that nature. So
I think the worst thing the Raiders could do is go to another team and trade him for less. I don't think Spytek is going to do that. I think that was the price, was 2 first rounds. We can't get it. We're going to mend fences. You know what I'm saying? And to fans who may be upset that he's back, well, we already know that winning heals all wounds. You know what I'm saying? So
what do you have to be upset about, though? I mean, you were upset that he got traded, and now he makes a statement. What's he supposed to say? I don't want, not going to come out and say he didn't want, I don't want to go to Baltimore. He's not going to say anything bad about the team he's getting traded to. Right. So I think he kind of handled it the best way he could in saying, hey, look, I didn't bring you guys a championship. I worked my ass off to bring you one. I feel like I failed. I want to come back, before my career is over. None of us like the Flock Nation stuff, but okay. I mean, he's got to pay some homage to his new team because he doesn't want to go in there with the fans being like, well, you're just a Raider and you don't want to be here. So, I mean, I can't imagine any fans having anything bad to say about Maxx coming back and if he stays. So I mean, I agree winning heals all wounds, but I mean, it's Maxx. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. I was just throwing out there for conversation. It's not it's not my sentiment.
I'm looking forward to hearing what he says now.
Everybody in the chat feels differently. They'll click the link and let's talk about it.
We might just have to be live when that happens. But let's just hope the one day he spent in Baltimore, he didn't hit the tattoo shop too soon.
All right.
Oh, no.
I mean, a lot can happen in 24. Let's just hope that he did not find the tattoo artist that did this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm like,
obviously, this is fake.
Yeah. But no, if anybody in the chat feels differently or if you're upset about Maxx staying, by all means, click that link and come in and talk to us about it, because I'd love to hear if there are some upset Raider fans out there, or if somebody feels differently like you should be traded still, by all means, jump on. I want to hear what people have to say.
True Raider said restructure Colton and Crosby current contract. I think he's saying that because he's trying to keep everybody like, hey, same plan without the draft pick, but restructure to get that cap space back. I love it.
Fine.
So we're officially back to 3 Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We were down to 2. We're back to 3.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I think we're looking at the same comment. TD Raiders, as you think we should keep him or trade him? Keep him. I mean, like I say, unless it's another situation and he's talking and him and Spytek are talking and he wants to go to that team and they're gonna give us 2 first-round picks, then we're right back where we were. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And like I say, it's keep him, dude. We're not gonna get our prize. They rejected him. You know what I mean? So now people are going to try to lowball just for the simple fact of the rejection. You know what I mean? So I think we keep them, we mend the fence, and shit, let's do this.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have really nothing further to add. I agree. And I don't think he's the type of player, the type of person that's gonna come back and still not be the leader of this team. It's not like he's going to be a cancer in the locker room or this disgruntled player or anything like that. He's gonna come back with a bigger chip on his shoulder, I think, bigger than the one he already has, and he's going to want to prove to the fans, to his teammates, to the Raiders organization that they made a mistake. And if he does return, well, he is still on the Raiders, but if he stays, I think his numbers are going to be bigger than ever.
Yeah. I think he's going to prove to the Ravens that they screwed up by, by saying that, we're voiding the deal. So I think he's definitely going to have something to prove to everybody, including the Ravens by, okay, you voided this deal. Cool. This is what you missed out on.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking now you just put a chip on a man's shoulder who did not need a chip. like I said, he was already balls to the wall, and now you put a chip on his shoulder. Man, pay dirt for Raider fans.
That's it.
So, yep.
Let's cut to live footage of Joe Burrow celebrating now that he doesn't have to face Maxx, Watt, and Garrett.
All right. Well, he may have to see his own guy. I keep thinking that's what I would be completely shocked if Baltimore doesn't sign Hendrickson. So I think Burrow is going to see his own guy now coming at him is what I think is about to happen. You know what I mean? Because Hendrickson was sticking to his, I want 30 million. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't Maxx contract for 30 million? Isn't that the same thing?
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now because he didn't get it right off the back, I bet you Baltimore is probably like, I wonder if we can get him at 28.5 or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I would be thinking that, you know what I mean? 27. You know what I mean? Back, or front loaded and get it back in and try to get a short contract deal so it just kind of declines. I mean, something. And I think that's what we're going to see. I could be wrong, but that's my gut says.
Victor Lopez says, I think he still gets traded, but if we do keep him, that defense will be even better. I don't know why some people are upset. I can't understand why people are upset either. And I agree. The defense has gotten better. I feel like that was just the Raiders had set themselves up with a hole that needed to be filled. Well, boom. There you go.
Yep.
In the 2026 draft pick at number 14, the Raiders get Maxx Crosby.
That's
it. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at it.
That's it. All pro.
Yep. I mean, let's
April,
just do
sorry,
it.
girl, that you're not on here with us. But she says today is officially one of the best days ever. Eugenio went back to the Jets and Mad Max went back to the Raiders. You cannot make this ish up. Seriously.
That is pretty crazy, Hey, and remember, the last team that traded Geno won a Super Bowl.
Absolutely. That's a great point. Yes, absolutely.
So Magic Maxx is back, and
hopefully we get some Geno magic. You're saying Maxx a lot. You guys are behind. I'm just saying.
Right? And I'm enjoying a Oaktown Brewing beer. So, hey, I'm feeling it right now.
That's it.
Wow. I'm enjoying my celebratory champagne, even if it doesn't last very long. I'm going to take this win. Where is he? When's he coming home? Because I'm going to meet him at the airport. Welcome back, Maxx. Welcome back.
That's it.
Let's see. Let's read some more of these comments. Go ahead, Omar.
I was going to go. Mother Moon is saying there's still some money to be given, right? Far as I know, I was looking at I looked at two different things. I think one was above the what is it called? Sports Track was one, and they said we had about 70 million. And then above the what's the name of that one site? They were saying we had like 58 million. But between whoever's right or wrong, hey, we had some money.
Yep, we still have the money for it. It's not an issue. All those players we signed are fine, and we don't have to, say void any deals or anything. We're way good.
Yep. So this could be interesting, man. This could be interesting because I was scratching my head. I was like, man, we didn't get one of the higher echelon edge rushers yesterday. That wasn't Hendrickson. Thinking Hendrickson is probably going to cost the most, but the other ones would be a little bit less. And I was like,
I was even thinking as it goes on, as the days wear on, Hendrickson could be cheaper and we could sign him. So
right.
I was like, okay, you know, as time wears on, like maybe we get him for $25 million. And so
I think Baltimore was thinking the same thing. They're like, you know what? All right, can we back out of this? We out.
Right. Yeah.
So I am not mad at that situation. Let's keep them.
You want to hit some of these comments here?
Yes. So what we got here, Larry says, keep Crosby. Raiders still get their center with Linderbaum and all free agents that the Raiders signed in free agency. Raiders get excited. Yeah, dude. That's where I'm at right now.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, that's where I'm at right now. And now I'm looking at, now we start looking and saying, is there a right tackle out there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of like walk into the draft with at least thinking that, in my mind at least, because we only have, and I guess we'll talk about that on another show, right now, at least as what we would consider a nose tackle, we only have Pegas that would be considered kind of a nose tackle style defensive tackle. You know, now we could grab one. There's a guy there in the second round that would be a good defense, a good nose tackle. So, you know, like I say, I still think this is going to put us in great shape, even with the draft picks we do have. So,
yeah, totally fine, totally good with it.
Well, April, welcome back. The floor is yours. If you'd like to chime in on this Maxx news.
Oh man, wow. Well, I was working and all of a sudden I'm looking down at my phone. I've got 42 messages. I got people calling me on audio messenger. I look up at the TV and it's saying breaking news. And people are looking at me like, this girl's cuckoo. I was like, what is happening right now? Hey, I mean, I was going to tell you, Spicy, when I was like, man, I thought that his little interview to Raider Nation, or not interview, but his little, whatever it was. I was like, it was kind of premature. I'm like, God, they have until like Tuesday before they like figure out what they're going to do. What if something happens? But I didn't want to jinx it. And I'm like, I'm not going to say nothing, whatever. And then now look at here. Here he is back with the Raiders. Yikes. I love it.
I mean, low-key was like, this is not real. Something's got to happen here. And honestly, every day that passed, I'm like, okay, just you're in denial. Stop it. And then same thing. When I got the news, I just started like shouting out loud. No, what? No, everyone's like, what? Are you okay? Like, what? Same thing, April. Same thing. I had to like check multiple. I got an email from the Raiders, a text from the Raiders. Of course, everyone's texting, but still, I'm like Googling, like, is this true? Is this? I mean, but then it comes directly from the Raiders, right? You're like, they're not going to make that up, but it's still something you got to wrap your head around.
So I mean, like, so what are they going to do? Because Maxx going to Baltimore, didn't that free up like $30 million in cap space? So how is that going to affect moving forward?
No, we still have plenty of money. Not an issue at all.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not an issue.
And not only that, quite honestly, the Raiders made some of the biggest moves that they have ever made in the last 2 days with the money they had. Let's say that it does affect it a little bit. This team is, with the moves that they made, has already improved.
Yes.
So and then having Mad Maxx back is not, making the team any worse, in my opinion. Right. So even if they're like, oh, we don't have as much money to spend, it's looking pretty good. Looking better than I can remember it looking in recent years.
Because I think with Maxx now, we're a good nose tackle away from being an extremely dominant line. I mean, I really believe that. For sure. You know what I mean? And then I know we'll be mixing in some 4-3 looks and things like that. You'll see some 4-2-5. You'll see some 3-3, 3-3-5 looks and things like that. But, man, I just think one dominant nose tackle, which I think there's a few that'll be pretty good in the draft, that, keeping Maxx will be paid dirt.
I'll say it. We're a decent to good free safety and a good nose tackle away from being a top 10 defense. That right now, you know what I mean, with Maxx, because that front seven will be with Maxx. That front seven is, oh my goodness, it's ridiculously good. And then, like you said, you had a good free safety that can maybe cover somebody, and there you go. I mean, I like the corners now between Stokes and Johnson. He's still working in Porter, and like I said, I think with the coaching and everything, Porter's going to take that next step. that front seven with Maxx, and then like I said, you throw in a decent free safety that can just kind of cover somebody. Man, it's good. Now you just gave Fernando a good defense, and that's what you want to give a rookie quarterback. Like you've been preaching more. You give that rookie quarterback a good defense, and you didn't give him a good defense. You gave him a great defense. Yeah, and a good O-line.
You go. Let's go. We'll win twice as many games.
Yeah.
Just with that. Just hand the ball off.
Where's Raider Travis? 20-0, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Well, I don't know about the rest of Raider Nation, but I'm excited. I'm excited again. The smile's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like yesterday. You were too quiet.
You know what they say.
Hobo Raiders says, guys, I'm so shocked. I don't even have any opening jokes tonight. Damn. you didn't come on as Maxx Crosby. I'm shocked.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Oh wait. Now he said we will go 17-0 and drop 50 in the Super Bowl. Wow. Woo. Shoot. What he drinking? Man.
The drink, the purple syrup.
The purple drink. He drinking the Kool-Aid.
Right.
I need a little food coloring.
Right. Let's see here. What is that? Alchem? How do you pronounce that? Alchem 5377. Yeah, Alec M 5377 says still going to stock up on some positions in the draft. Oh, definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we still have 10 picks, so we're right back to 10 picks.
I know there's some safeties that we can get in some later rounds in the draft that I saw there, and some because that's what I was looking at. Looking at my mock draft already, looking at some nose tackle and some safety a little bit later, second, third, and fourth rounds, and I'm like, oh yeah, we can get some different makers in there. So. I'm feeling pretty good, and it's not the beer.
I wasn't even going to drink today, but yet.
I'm not. I got off work. I had no wine because I drank it all last night. I'm like, I don't even have a cup in front of me. I'm like, okay, great. Are you drinking champagne spicy?
Oh yeah. I mean, he might not stay a Raider, but I'm going to take it and do a little celebrating.
Oh man, she's got the bucket.
I'm just saying, I'll take it. I'm just gonna enjoy this. Like I had to go through grieving and heartache for the past 4 days. I'm gonna enjoy this victory for now.
Definitely.
So yes, that was a very long answer to yes. I am drinking champagne.
That's okay. I got it. I knew it.
All right. Well, any other? I mean, we just popped on real quick. We've already been on for 30 minutes. Unless somebody wants to come on and join us and tell us how they're feeling about it. Anything else, guys?
No, man. To be continued.
Yeah. Like I said, just get him back to Vegas, sit him down, have that conversation. You know what I mean? See if we can work things out. Hopefully we can. And let's go. Let's move forward with this team.
What do you think? What do you think the Raiders are gonna? What do you think they're gonna do with this? I mean, what is this medical issue? Because he had surgery? I mean, they already knew that.
Exactly.
They knew that.
Yeah,
everyone knew that. It's because it isn't because of Maxx. It's because of Hendrickson. It is. I think they're going to sign Hendrickson, and they were like, you know what? Is there a drop off right now between Hendrickson and Maxx? You know what I mean? And they may have argued it a little bit and said, hey, let's get our picks back. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it was all about. If Hendrickson would have got signed yesterday, we wouldn't be having this show right now.
Yeah. I know he's still he still hasn't been picked up. That's wild.
Nope. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that's jacked up, bro. They traded me to the freaking Baltimore. Oh, they definitely going to back out of that trade. Because I'll call them Flock Station. And
oh, man. It's going to be interesting the next couple of days. Yeah.
The condor is leaving the flock.
Oh my goodness. Damn.
Maybe he's more like a soft dove. He just came back.
He said he'd be back, so
here he is.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm sure he's probably feeling more like a messenger pigeon right about now.
Oh, damn.
I say that with love, Max. I say that with love, bro. Shit happens, dog. Sometimes it isn't, shit happens. So.
That's why you don't tell people what's going on until the ink is dry, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple people that are not happy that he's coming back, and they're like, "Oh, he's always hurt. He's this, he's that." I'm like,
I mean, he's not really though. He's had injuries that have ended. That have he sat out a couple of games when the Raiders are already nowhere near the playoffs. Right. So it's not like his injuries are really affecting his play or anything like that. He had 10 sacks last year. That's still really good. So. Always hurt. That's a little misleading.
Right. Yeah. Led the league in tackles for a loss. So I'm not about that.
He's played banged up the last couple of seasons. You know what I mean? And have done better than a lot of DNs. So it wasn't because of Maxx.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah. Nope. So I guess we'll find out in the next couple of hours here if Hendrickson gets signed. And we all know.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting when like I said, they get Maxx back to Vegas and how this gets handled, because it's, I'm curious how, what he's going to say, or if he's going to stay quiet, or if,
Vegas is going to have a shelter in place.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
We shall see. We shall see. I feel like the Maxx saga is not over. That's for sure. We're gonna have many more shows on this topic. I have a feeling, and we might have to go through these series of emotions again. Unfortunately, but for now, I'll take it as a win.
For sure.
Hold on to your hats.
All right, guys. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. To be continued. All right, Raider Nation. We go out one way and only one way. Raiders! Salud.